Tech Greetings. It's Asif Ahmed from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Daffodil International University. Today I am going to present a presentation for the course Financial and Managerial Accounting of Syeda Maria Rahman ma'am, and as she opens the field of presentation, so I am going to talk about today about extracurricular activities in universities, specifically club activities. So let's begin with the club activities. What do we mean by club activities? In my point of view, club activities is actually consist of six C's, which are connectivity, cooperation, competitiveness, control, cope up, and confidence. So let's elaborate these six C's terms one by one. First, connectivity. What actually connectivity in club activities and how it helps in our life. Connectivity means through these club activities, when you attend in clubs, and then you can meet with various new peoples, various smart peoples, various some people with same destination, same aims, same goals, and which people have matches in their minds. They're same-minded people actually. So in that section, through these club activities, you can meet up some smart peoples, some genius peoples, some qualified peoples, which actually help in your whole career and in long life. Second, we can see that there is a cooperation in club activities. Cooperation means when you attend in clubs, you have to do some activities, you have to organize some program, you have to stay together with various peoples, and in that stayings, in that situations, you have built up a opportunity of cooperation, which actually help you for which actually consists of consideration, which actually consists of helping and through and getting these qualities help you in your future life, in your job life, in your career. Then we can see what competitiveness, how actually competitiveness exists in club life. Competitiveness stays in every section of our life, and in club activities it's actually much more harder. How? In clubs there are various types of clubs. There are some central clubs, there are some departmental clubs. In some clubs we can see that for participating in various competitions, in national or internal competitions, you have to make a place among 4 or 5, but you have to get a place. For example, in a central club like debate club, when you participate in debate in national level or in various competitions, you have to make a team of 3 members. So you have to place in that three among various among many students. So there is the competitiveness hails, and it's actually positive, healthy competition, which actually rise your minds, and that one helps you to get to rise in your life. As there's as the competition actually in every sections of life, and to be expertise in competitiveness, to be expertise in sorry, to be expertise in successing the competitiveness in club level, you will actually qualify for the future of your life. Then we can see the control. How actually control happens? This is actually a diplomatic term in my point of view. How in clubs you have to do some administrative tasks, and to do that task you have to convince some people, you have to control some people to do that task, to the task to be done. So it's your own way how you actually manipulate these sections and administratively, and this actually happens in our long run. How we have to convince, we have to control people in the whole of our life, in our job life, in our every sections of life. So to get through an environment of like that situations, we can get some extra benefits, some extra qualities for this. And then the next step is coping up. How coping up actually relates in club activities. In club activities, we can say that this part of coping up is actually the most vital part. how a maximum students of universities, I can say in my university, then they do not want to relate with club activities, extracurricular activities for their studies. They think that their study will be hampered through this task. But when we how the coping up helps. Coping up means then you have to cope up both with your studies and with your tasks. And if you can do that, you can do some extra qualitative things that other people can do. And club activities actually learns you and how you can cope up with studies, with families, as you have to give time in your clubs. So coping up is another thing you can learn from the club activities, and which also may help you in your long life. And the last one, and the most important one, is confidence. When you can fill up the rest of C's like connectivity, cooperation, competitiveness, control, cope up, then you have gained confidence. You know who you are, and you have got that ability, and you have some another level of esteem, enthusiasm, and which actually help you in the full of your life. You know what you are. So this is the all C's. We got some club activities. In our university, we have more than 13 clubs, and which from which clubs about more than 1,000 people students are getting involvement in are involved in club activities, which actually doing which actually building up their career in the long run. So we can surely see that club activities is actually part of the best activities in our study life. And we are trying to do our best in university, and through these club activities. And I can say that and through club activities, and what we're doing our best, and there's some lackings also. And if we are trying, and we are hoping that the one day the brightest future will come, and we are going to reach our best of our goal. Thank you.